National Football League. Finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons.
Here are your Atlanta Falcons.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here in Atlanta. Remigio now on the return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
RPO to throw to Rice. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a real could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now he's got 3rd down coming up.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they can come back to this play.
And he will have the Chiefs' first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
On the play. And the first down, Chiefs.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue. Nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Mahomes going to keep it himself. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
And he's in! Rashee Rice, touchdown KC. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot. This crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt, and the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons nothing.
Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
And in year 2, it's really where we see the growth between being a rookie starting quarterback in the NFL and now a quote-unquote veteran quarterback in the NFL. And some of those early lessons that he went through, the ups and downs that are inevitable for any young rookie quarterback, now it's can he build on those? Can he take that next step and become the leader of this organization that they all think he can be?
He'll manage only a couple. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Penix. He's going to tuck it and go. It'll be a little short of that first down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 30.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this third down a lot more manageable.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any CD. Too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
First down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He'll get this to McLeod.
Complete to Ray McLeod. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll go with the sneak. And they've got it. Gonna pick up the first down there. Right around midfield.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far.
Intended for Charlie Warner.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Penix now off the bootleg. First down throw there is incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming. They have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult. Defensive, a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
4th down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray going to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the second time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
They put Kelsey in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 2nd down.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Who got this underneath to Pacheco? Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That one is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 6. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Deep to return, it's Nico Remigio.
Signaled for
The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. In the middle, he's got Kelsey. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It's a gain of 6. And a first down, Chiefs.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second and 8. Here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Patrick to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
That is hot. What a throw. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Chiefs extend their advantage to 14-3.
Chiefs 14, Falcons 3.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Agnew on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The
Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They trail out 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. Taking off, and he'll give himself up here. That's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
On 2nd down, Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Jaden Hicks on the stop. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a 1st down at the 44-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. He takes off. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Atlanta.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Open man downfield, that's London. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Yards on the play.
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Robinson to the 5-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
3rd and goal.
From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal? Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Remigio now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Mahomes back out wide, setting up the screen for Rice.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Final play of this first half. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, halftime.
Okay, Mike,
ahead.
thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. McLeod now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Start on the ground with Robinson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Here's Robinson. And he's not going to outrun the defense and push him back out of bounds. A loss of a couple.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Bit of a letdown there. I mean, after that incompletion now, Mike, they find themselves giving the ball back. They're only down 8, so every single time they possess the ball, it's an opportunity to maybe get this thing back to all tied up. But every time they don't take advantage of a possession, it's another opportunity lost. And they've got to find a way. When they get the ball back, they've got to go chase some points.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. To throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. On second down, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14.
The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. It was middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of
2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Here's Pacheco. Space to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up second and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Chiefs extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Falcons 6.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Run it here with Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
A loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the
It's
loss on
third
first down, Mike, to
and
scare him out of his
13.
run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
Now Penix on third and long. Throw over the middle, caught by London. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 75 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons are back within one score. It is an 8-point game.
Falcons 13.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
On the return.
Patrick Mahomes could lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. He's on for the second time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. This one, returnable. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. On play action, Penix in trouble, and down he goes. George Karlaftis, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of 57 yards.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. A gain of 57 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It was really nothing fancy that time, Mike. It was just, all right, line up and run as fast as you can. And once he got behind the defense, that ball came out quick and on time, and now they find themselves in plus territory.
That's to the right side, and incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. London brought in motion. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
It is 3rd and long. Now Penix. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Falcons are back within 5. All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray going to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Play fake. Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12.
12 yards on that hookup, and the Chiefs have a first down. A give here to Pacheco. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
Xavier Watts on the tackle. A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second and a couple. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on third and a yard.
First down, Chiefs.
And these are the tough yards you judge a back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
A short one caught by Kelsey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to look to run with this one. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's going to be taken down after a big second down pickup, but we do have a penalty marker on the field. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Mahomes now on second down. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
8 yards, and it's third down.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. Not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs. The Falcons offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start with great field position, right at midfield with a first down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Robinson, ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's dropped off for Pacheco. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 16
Mahomes
yards.
finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Looks to be an injured player, and oh no, it's Travis Kelce who is being looked at. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Harrison Butker.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Agnew on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take
Here
over
comes
first
Drake
and
London,
10.
the rest of that Atlanta
At their own
offense getting set
26-yard line.
to take over once more. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Delay of game.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
On second down, Penix. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
A gain of 10.
Just a really good play design
8.
that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and want back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the first down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your first foot down, drag the second. That's how they teach it. Just can't quite get it done.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Jared Wiley, the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 16
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Here's 2nd and 9. Gray is the motion man here. They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Agnew on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back to work. This is 1st and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix. Now, deep ball for London. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here comes 2nd down. Again, it's Penix. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And we'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
That's good.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Big play. 3rd and 2. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, That might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
Falcons.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
All right, so the Falcons try to add on a two-point conversion here.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught, so they get the two-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. To a knee goes Mahomes. And that should wrap it up. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.